Good morning. I'm Janie Parrish with the Wadsworth Area Chamber of Commerce, and I am zooming in today right into downtown Wadsworth at my personal trainer. And we're here with Heath Burkholder, who is the owner of the franchise, and also Drew Matak, who is the personal trainer and general manager. So we get 2 for 1 this morning. So goodbye. Hello, Drew. I have to tell everybody, we have laughed and laughed and laughed before we started. So it's a good way to start our morning, that's for sure. So good morning to Drew and good morning to Heath. How are you guys this morning?
Good. Good morning, Janie. Good to see you.
Doing fantastic, Jenny.
You too. Okay, well, I have some questions to ask you because we all want to find out about my personal trainer. So first of all, tell us about what is my personal trainer?
So my personal trainer is an anaerobic workout with a built-in nutritional guidance system and health coaching or life coaching, you could say. But we want to help people build a healthy lifestyle around the strength training environment, high intensity, low impact. It's not something a lot of people come by, but more importantly, the education that comes with our system and the relationship that we build with our clients.
Yep. And on top of that, there's really no background that you need to get personal training, right? So we accept anybody that has a willingness to want to change themselves and actually, pursue a fitness goal, whatever that may look like, we'll accept you. I want to talk to you.
Heath and Drew, I wanted to ask, what is your background so that we know that this is that when we walk in, we're walking into professionalism?
My personal background?
Both of yours.
Okay, go ahead, Heath. I'll go second.
Okay. So my background is now I started here as a manager in the Medina location, which I then purchased here over almost 2 years ago now. And then after that, I purchased the Strongsville location. And then about 6 months after that, I purchased the Wadsworth location or started that one. But my background goes back about 15 years, of course, to high school sports for me. But then I went to the Marine Corps. I have multiple certifications in the Marine Corps on health and fitness. And then I went to school and I got a degree in health education, and then while I was there, I was also the assistant strength coach at the Notre Dame College of Ohio. And that's where most of my professional experience comes from, previous to working here at my personal trainer. And I've been here then for about 2.5 years now. So
very nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my background is a little bit more colorful. I kind of have a very different background. My journey into professional fitness is a little bit different. It all started way back when I was roughly 15 in middle school. I had this obsession with track and field. I really wanted to do the best I could. I actually got frustrated with a lot of my coaches back in the day, I'm sure I wasn't the best, kind of person to have on the team because I was really actually always pursuing reading things and how to make myself faster. So my obsession with fitness started at a very young age. So track and field in middle school, track and field in high school. Then moving on to college, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, but I knew I really wanted to be around working with the body, working with fitness, pursuing fitness goals, or just helping people in general at a fitness level was something that I knew I wanted to do. So physical therapy at the time was my avenue that I chose. Really loved the undergrad. Through school at Baldwin Wallace right down the street. I graduated in their pre-physical therapy program, but unfortunately, they switched it from a master's to a doctorate. And at the time, I really didn't want to go to school for 8 more years. So I started looking in the area, what kind of jobs that I could get into. Well, I had not a double major, but an associate's degree also in geology. And at the time, oil companies were hiring, and I got into land management. And that's something that I did full-time for 9 years. To scratch the itch of fitness, I was doing personal training with friends, family, anybody that really needed help. That was something that I did on the side as a hobby that I really enjoyed. Well, COVID changed my life. The company that I worked for kind of went under. I got to revisit what really made me happy, which was fitness. And I have a very strong management background. That's something that I have done professionally now for 9 years. So I wanted to get into a studio, a clinic, something, with physical therapy or personal training, just to get around people and help them at the level of fitness. So I interviewed for a management position in Strongsville, got it, worked there for 4 years, fell in love with the company, fell in love with the people, and heard that we were launching a new studio in Wadsworth. And I jumped at the opportunity to kind of come down here alongside Heath and set things off right down here in Wadsworth.
Very cool. So
Yep.
what's so unique about My Personal Trainer?
So the unique thing about My Personal Trainer is how we do things properly, as opposed to most things you might see in a gym, health club, rec center. There's a lot of junk that's out there on the internet, but we bring all of that together in a proper progressive strength training system. Nice, slow, smooth, controlled repetitions. We're pushing our clients to that point of momentary muscular failure, which most people do not push themselves to because it's very challenging. It's very uncomfortable. But we are there to encourage them and help guide them to that point to ensure that they make the strength gains that they need so they can grow lean muscle tissue, increase their metabolism, their joint support, their energy. And that's all done in a 20 to 30 minute time frame, 2 times a week. So very efficient for the time that most people are used to hearing about when you hear about somebody going to the gym, maybe 7 days a week, something of that nature.
And yeah, there's a true 1-to-1 ratio of client to staff here, which I can't emphasize the importance of enough. A lot of people when they're coming in here are kind of lost in fitness. And they need somebody to kind of be a coach, teach them, the proper way to eat, the proper way to work out, what they can be doing outside of the studio that can kind of accelerate progress. They might have questions about certain fad diets, and we kind of set things straight. On top of all that, a lot of clients have different goals. Some clients want to come in and they really want to get stronger. Some younger crowds want to come in and maybe get good fundamentals in strength training so they can get that, that varsity position on their sports team in high school. I'd say, though, the vast majority of our clients are people that are recent retirees that are generally just looking for preventative health care. That they want someone to sit down, hear them out, talk to them about their life, assess them at a personal level, and kind of tailor make a resistance training program for them. On top of all that, in Wadsworth, we are trying to better ourselves. The trainers in here are all certified through My Personal Trainer, okay? If we're not NASM certified, we are pursuing a NASM certification, which is quickly becoming the national standard in personal training. And on top of all that, you've got me. I have a 4-year degree from BW right down the street, and this is a passion. I love this stuff. So I cut all the crap out, right? We do evidence-based science here, stuff that's backed by actual science, as opposed to fads that you hear from every day. And that's what we do. We kind of break through all the crap and all the mumbo jumbo and make it make sense for the client.
Okay, so I think I've got a pretty good idea here. How about if we get our cameras and come down to your studio and let's go through a 20-minute workout. How does that sound? And
Only
then,
if it's you, Janie.
well, wait a minute. That's not part of my brilliant idea. And so,
We
but
would
it
love
could
that.
be. Yeah, but it could be, because you know what? A lot of times when you say a personal trainer, it's very intimidating to a lot of
right.
people. And something tells me that it's not intimidating at all at your studio. So how about we get Drew Bixler, we bring the WCTV cameras in, and we'll go through a workout with you. How's that?
That sounds great, Janie.
Okay, good. We will get that set up in the next couple weeks. And then also I wanted to ask, how can people find you?
So our website is ohiomypersonaltrainer.com. We do have a Facebook page for the Wadsworth studio, all of the studios at Wadsworth MPT. And there is an Instagram, which I'm not recalling off the top of my head. But
I understand.
but those Facebook is going to be, and the website are going to be the two best ways to kind of check out what we're doing and see the activity of what we've got going on within the studio.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we're right off of the square. Come on down. If you just want to pop in and talk to me, come on in, ask for Drew, and I'll sit down and I'll talk with you.
Now, Drew, what hours are you there at the studio?
So right now we're open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, from 7 o'clock in the morning all the way till 7:30 in the evening.
Wow, so
We
it's
do
really
take-
available
we do
to
take
everyone.
Yeah, we do
Yeah.
take roughly a 2-hour lunch, right, from noon to 2. But we're working when no one else is usually, right? So before work and after work are our busy hours.
Listen, that's music to my ears, a 2-hour lunch. I love it. Okay, well, Heath and Drew at My Personal Trainer right downtown Wadsworth. We'll see you in a couple weeks and we're going to see exactly what you do. So thanks for visiting with us
Awesome.
this morning.
Thank
Thank you,
Janie.
Janie.
Okay. You guys are great.